A reading from the Gospel of Luke. While Jesus was speaking, a Pharisee invited him to dine with him. So he went in and took his place at the table. The Pharisee was amazed to see that he did not first wash before dinner. Then the Lord said to him, "Now you Pharisees clean the outside of the cup and of the dish, but inside you are full of greed and wickedness. You fools! Did not the one who made the outside make the inside also? So give for alms those things that are within, and see, everything will be clean for you." Well, setting aside for a moment that in this day of COVID, of course, we all would be horrified if Jesus sat down to eat and didn't wash his hands first, right? But of course, this is Jesus, having been invited to dinner, then starts to critique the rituals, the purity rituals of his host. And of course, that is what Jesus is doing here. He's critiquing, but he's also warning. He goes on to say, "Woe to you." And of course, woe doesn't mean curse. Woe means warning. He warns us, he warns the Pharisees, those well-meaning, religiously adherent people who seemed to be trying to get what Jesus was saying to them. Sound familiar to any of us? Those of us who are attempting to lead a life in following in the footsteps of Jesus and trying to understand what his words mean for us. And here Jesus says, don't worry so much about what's on the outside. Don't worry about cleaning or spiffing up the exterior. Worry about what's coming from the inside. And what I noticed for the first time today in encountering this text is that he says, give for alms, I believe. So make an offering of, yes, therefore consider, give for alms those things that are within. Give for alms, make an offering of those things that are within. And I think the direction of that is interesting to me. Because I often think of this idea of exterior versus interior as a matter of appearance, something that is seen from outside. And Jesus, I would often hear this to say, don't worry about spiffing up the inside, worry about the outside, worry about spiffing up the inside. That idea of attention to, but Jesus says, give for alms, make an offering of what is on the inside of you. And I wonder if that raises the same bit of concern for you that it might for me on the occasional day, where it's one thing what's going on inside me if it's something in my interior and that I'm tending to and I'm trying to manage and maybe even offering to God, but offering to God in an intentional way, I'm giving you what's on the inside. That pretty much cuts through it, doesn't it? It's not about trying to improve the appearance or improve the orderliness or improve the rightness of it. It's just giving to God what's happening inside me today. What's giving to God, making an offering of all that's going on the interior of that plate and that cup, of that offering of self. Offering that to God, Jesus says the rest of it cleans itself up. If you can get right with what's happening on the inside, if you offer that to God and let God transform it, the rest of what's going on with you, the exterior, that part that's known to the rest of the world, that part that's visible at all times, that actually sort of straightens itself out if you offer first of yourself what's happening inside. So I hope you'll take that invitation to offer yourself, offer the interior, the messy, the beautiful, the pristine, whatever is going on inside you this day. Offer it to God. Offer it to be transformed, to be amplified, to be healed. Whatever it needs, God says, if you get right with that, the rest takes care of itself. So may God be with you in that prayerful offering. And may God bless you and God keep you this day and always. Amen.